Have you ever found yourself in the midst of a challenging situation wondering, why is this happening to me? Life often throws us curveballs, unexpected job losses, relationships unraveling, or plans going awry. It's natural to feel like a victim of fate or misfortune in these moments. But what if there's a deeper explanation, one that doesn't rely on the whims of chance, but rather on profound universal principles that guide our experiences? In the heart of Buddhist teachings lies a transformative insight that everything in life is interconnected and every event has a purpose. The Buddha's words echo through time. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. This statement opens a gateway to understanding not just the events themselves, but their deeper connections to the universe and our own life paths. Today, let's embark on an explorative journey through these principles, shedding light on how the seemingly random events of life are actually part of a larger, meaningful tapestry woven by karma, impermanence, and interconnectedness. These concepts don't just explain our experiences. They offer a framework for growth and enlightenment, suggesting that our difficulties are not setbacks, but opportunities for profound personal development. Karma, a key element in Buddhist philosophy, teaches that our actions, thoughts, and intentions set forth chains of cause and effect that shape our reality. Consider the poignant story of a monk and a broken teacup, where a young monk learns from his master about the inevitability of change. The teacup, once whole and cherished, shatters, its destruction a stark reminder of life's transient nature. The master's calm acceptance of the cup's fate teaches us that by embracing the impermanence of life, we can approach our experiences with peace rather than resistance. But why is embracing impermanence so vital? In Buddhism, understanding that nothing lasts forever helps us cope with loss and disappointment with greater equanimity. It teaches us that just as the seasons change and rivers flow, our lives too are in a constant state of flux. This perspective can transform our approach to every challenge, turning pain into a pathway toward wisdom. Moreover, suffering in Buddhism is not seen as punishment, but as an opportunity for learning and growth. A Zen story illustrates this beautifully. A monk learns from observing a piece of coal and a diamond that both stem from the same source, yet it is the diamond that emerges brilliantly refined through intense pressure. This metaphor reveals that our hardships, much like the diamond, can lead to a more resilient and enlightened self. As we delve deeper into these teachings, consider this. Every difficulty you encounter could be a hidden lesson waiting to be uncovered. By adopting a Buddhist approach to life's trials, we learn not just to survive but to thrive, transforming our sorrows into wisdom and our challenges into opportunities for growth. Join me as we continue to explore how these ancient teachings can be applied to our modern lives, providing not only solace, but also a roadmap to a more enlightened and fulfilled existence. Remember, in the grand design of the universe, each moment, no matter how challenging, is guiding you precisely where you need to be. Mindfulness and meditation, practical tools for navigating life. In the rich tapestry of Buddhist teachings, mindfulness and meditation stand out as essential practices that can profoundly transform our lives. These practices are not merely about finding moments of peace in the chaos of daily life. They are about developing a deep, sustained awareness that can influence every action, thought, and decision we make. By integrating mindfulness and meditation into our lives, we can better understand and apply the principles of karma, impermanence, and interconnectedness, leading to a more harmonious and enlightened existence. Understanding mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged with the here and now, without judgment. It involves a conscious awareness of our body, mind, and feelings in the present moment. Mindfulness can be practiced at any time, whether one is eating, walking, talking, or engaging in any daily activity. It asks us to experience the present moment without the usual overlay of thoughts and judgments. Meditation, on the other hand, is a more formal practice of concentration and contemplation. It often involves sitting quietly, focusing on the breath, a mantra, or a specific object of contemplation. Through regular meditation, practitioners develop the ability to calm the mind, observe their thoughts and emotions without attachment, and cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves and the nature of reality. Benefits of mindfulness and meditation. 1. Enhanced self-awareness. Regular mindfulness and meditation foster an increased awareness of oneself. This self-awareness is crucial for understanding our own patterns of thought and behavior, which are often driven by past karma. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can make more conscious choices that align with our desired outcomes. 2. Cognitive and emotional health. Studies have shown that meditation can significantly reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. The practice helps regulate emotions, leading to greater emotional stability and resilience. This emotional regulation is key when dealing with the impermanence of life's situations, allowing us to handle ups and downs with equanimity. 3. Improved concentration and memory. Meditation enhances focus and attention. It trains the mind to concentrate on a single point, which can improve overall cognitive functions, including memory and learning ability. This heightened focus can help us better understand the interconnectedness of all things, seeing beyond surface-level appearances to the deeper relations at play. 4. Physical health benefits. Mindfulness and meditation have been linked to a host of physical health benefits, including lower blood pressure, reduced chronic pain, and improved sleep. These benefits contribute to a healthier body, which supports a healthier mind, creating a positive cycle of well-being that supports spiritual growth. Applying mindfulness and meditation in daily life. Practical steps to integrate mindfulness. Mindful eating. Begin by paying attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. Eating slowly and deliberately can transform a routine activity into a profound practice of mindfulness. Mindful walking. Use walking as an opportunity to connect with the present moment. Focus on the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the sounds around you, and the movement of your body. Mindful listening. When engaging with others, listen fully without planning your next response. This not only improves relationships, but also deepens your connection to the present moment. Daily meditation practice. Starting small. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As your comfort with the practice grows, gradually increase the duration. Consistency is key. The benefits of meditation are cumulative. Establishing a regular schedule, perhaps meditating at the same time each day, helps develop the habit. Use of mantras. Mantras can be an effective focal point during meditation. Repeating a mantra helps keep the mind focused and can instill a sense of peace and clarity. Mindfulness and meditation as gateways to understanding. As we deepen our practice of mindfulness and meditation, we begin to see the principles of karma, impermanence, and interconnectedness in action. We understand that our thoughts and actions today shape our future, just as our past actions have shaped our present. We come to accept the impermanence of all things, learning to live with flexibility and openness. We recognize our profound connection to the world around us, seeing how our actions impact others and the environment. These insights are not just theoretical. They become lived experiences, coloring every aspect of our lives with deeper meaning and purpose. Mindfulness and meditation thus serve as practical tools for spiritual awakening, guiding us toward a life of greater peace, understanding, and enlightenment. By embracing these practices, we not only transform our individual lives, but also contribute to the collective well-being, creating ripples of positivity and understanding that can impact the broader world. Through mindfulness and meditation, we realize that each moment holds infinite potential for growth, wisdom, and connection, and we learn to navigate the complexities of life with grace and equanimity. Ethical living, the practical application of Buddhist principles. In the pursuit of enlightenment and deeper understanding, Buddhism emphasizes not only meditation and mindfulness, but also the importance of living ethically. Ethical living, according to Buddhist teachings, is about making choices that are in harmony with the principles of karma, impermanence, and interconnectedness. This approach not only enhances personal growth, but also contributes to the well-being of society and the environment. The foundations of Buddhist ethics. Buddhist ethics are grounded in the idea that our actions have consequences. This concept is rooted in the law of karma, which suggests that positive actions lead to positive outcomes, while negative actions lead to suffering. Therefore, living ethically involves making choices that promote happiness, peace, and liberation for oneself and others. The core ethical precepts in Buddhism include not taking life, not taking what is not given, not engaging in sexual misconduct, not lying, and not consuming intoxicants that cloud the mind. These precepts serve as guidelines that help individuals cultivate a life of integrity and compassion. 1. Non-harming, ahimsa. The principle of non-harming is central to Buddhist ethics. It extends beyond physical violence to include any action, word, or thought that could cause harm to another being. Practicing non-harming encourages us to consider the impact of our actions on others, promoting a life of kindness and empathy. Practical application. One can practice non-harming by adopting a vegetarian or vegan diet, which aligns with the commitment to not take life. Additionally, mindful speech and active listening can prevent harm caused by harsh words or misunderstandings. 2. Generosity, dana. Generosity is another key aspect of ethical living in Buddhism. It is the act of giving freely and selflessly, whether it be time, resources, or kindness. Generosity cultivates a spirit of abundance and counters the feelings of greed and selfishness. Practical application. Regularly engage in acts of giving without expecting anything in return. This could be volunteering at local shelters, donating to charities, or simply offering your time and attention to someone in need. 3. Truthfulness, sakka. Truthfulness is essential for trust and harmony in relationships. It involves more than just avoiding lies. It is about being authentic and honest in one's interactions and communications. Practical application. Commit to honest communication in personal and professional relationships. This includes being truthful about your feelings and thoughts, as well as being transparent in your actions. 4. Mindful consumption. Mindful consumption refers to being aware of what we consume, whether it be food, media, or resources, and ensuring that our consumption does not contribute to harm. This principle is closely linked to the concept of interconnectedness, recognizing that our choices affect not only our health, but also the environment and society at large. Practical application. Choose products that are ethically sourced and environmentally friendly. Reduce waste and recycle whenever possible. Be selective about the media you consume, choosing content that is uplifting and informative rather than divisive or distressing. 5. Patience and tolerance. Patience and tolerance are virtues that allow us to deal with life's challenges and disagreements without becoming agitated or resorting to conflict. These qualities are essential for maintaining peace, both internally and externally. Practical application. When faced with delays, difficulties, or frustrations, use mindfulness techniques to maintain calm. Try to see situations from others' perspectives to foster understanding and reduce conflict. 6. Compassion, karuna. Compassion is the desire to alleviate the suffering of others. It is a natural extension of the understanding of interconnectedness and impermanence, as it acknowledges that all beings suffer and are worthy of compassion. Practical application. Engage in community service or support initiatives that aim to alleviate suffering. Practice active empathy by putting yourself in others' shoes and respond to suffering with kindness and helpful actions. Conclusion. The ripple effect of ethical living ethically according to Buddhist principles is a transformative practice that impacts not just the individual, but also the wider community. Each ethical choice sends ripples through the fabric of society, influencing others and the environment in positive ways. As we cultivate virtues like generosity, honesty, and compassion, we not only advance on our own spiritual paths, but also contribute to the creation of a more just and compassionate world. Ethical living is an ongoing journey, one that requires constant mindfulness and commitment. It challenges us to rise above our baser instincts and strive for a higher standard of interaction with the world. By embracing the ethical teachings of Buddhism, we can lead lives of integrity and purpose, paving the way for personal and collective enlightenment. Community and compassion. Deepening interconnectedness in Buddhist practice. In the broad spectrum of Buddhist teachings, the concepts of community, sangha, and compassion, karuna, stand as pillars that not only support individual practice, but also strengthen the bonds between individuals and the larger world. Buddhism teaches that we are not isolated beings, but part of a vast, interconnected network. Embracing this interconnectedness through the cultivation of community and compassion can lead to profound changes both in one's life and in the wider world. The role of community in Buddhism. The Sangha, or community, is one of the three jewels of Buddhism, alongside the Buddha, the Enlightened One, and the Dharma, the teachings. For practitioners, the community provides a support system for developing spiritual practices. It offers a space for shared learning, mutual encouragement, and collective growth. The strength of the Sangha lies in its diversity, encompassing monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen, all united in their pursuit of enlightenment. 1. Supportive practice. In a Buddhist community, members support each other's meditation practice, study of the scriptures, and application of teachings in daily life. This support can be crucial, particularly when individuals face spiritual challenges or moral dilemmas. 2. Shared values and goals. A community with shared values fosters a sense of belonging and purpose. In the Sangha, this is centered around the pursuit of spiritual awakening and the practice of ethical living. Members encourage one another to live in accordance with Buddhist precepts, creating a reinforcing environment for ethical conduct. 3. Collective wisdom. In any community, the pooled knowledge and experience of its members surpass what any individual could achieve alone. In Buddhist communities, senior practitioners and teachers provide guidance and insight drawn from years of practice, which is invaluable for newer members. Cultivating compassion in daily life. Compassion, or karuna, is a fundamental tenet of Buddhism that extends beyond mere sympathy to actively wishing to alleviate the suffering of others. It arises from the recognition of the shared nature of suffering and the desire to relieve it wherever it's found. 1. Understanding and empathy. Compassion starts with understanding the conditions and experiences of others. This requires empathy, which can be developed through mindfulness and meditation practices that enhance one's ability to connect with the emotions and perspectives of others. 2. Active engagement. True compassion involves taking action to alleviate suffering. This can manifest in a variety of ways, from providing direct aid to those in need, to engaging in social activism that addresses broader causes of suffering like inequality, injustice, or environmental degradation. 3. Non-judgmental attitude. A key aspect of compassion is the suspension of judgment. Understanding that all beings have their karmic histories, which shape their actions and experiences, helps in approaching situations with compassion rather than condemnation. Practical applications of community and compassion, building and sustaining community. Regular gatherings. Regular meetings, whether for meditation, discussion, or social events, help to strengthen the bonds within the community. These gatherings can be in-person or virtual, accommodating the diverse needs and schedules of members. Shared projects. Engaging in projects that benefit both the community and the wider society can enhance the sense of purpose and cooperation among members. This could be anything from organizing charity events to running meditation retreats or environmental cleanups. Open communication. Healthy communities thrive on transparent and respectful communication. Creating channels for open dialogue and feedback ensures that all members feel heard and valued, which is essential for the community's long-term vitality. Practicing compassion in everyday settings, mindful assistance. Look for opportunities to assist others in daily life, whether it's helping a colleague with a challenging task, supporting a friend through difficult times, or volunteering at local charities. Educational outreach. Spread awareness of the principles of compassion and interconnectedness through blogs, workshops, or talks. Educating others not only broadens the impact of these teachings, but also deepens one's own understanding and practice. Environmental care. Since all beings are interconnected, caring for the environment is a direct form of compassion. Engaging in or supporting ecological conservation efforts can have a ripple effect, benefiting countless beings. Conclusion: the transformative power of community and compassion. The practice of building community and extending compassion is not just about improving individual lives, but about transforming society. By fostering a supportive and ethical community, we create a microcosm of the world we wish to see. Each act of compassion, each gesture of understanding and assistance, contributes to a global shift toward greater empathy and interconnectedness. In this way, the Buddhist principles of community and compassion offer more than spiritual benefits. They provide practical solutions to many of the world's challenges. As these principles are embodied and enacted, they pave the way for a more compassionate and connected world, demonstrating that spirituality can have a profound and practical impact on everyday life. Embracing these aspects of Buddhist practice encourages us not only to seek personal enlightenment, but also to strive for a collective good, ultimately leading to a more harmonious and sustainable world. Thus, community and compassion are not merely concepts to be contemplated, but are vibrant, dynamic forces that drive the ethical and spiritual evolution of society. Acceptance and resilience, navigating life's challenges through Buddhist wisdom. In the realm of Buddhist teachings, the concepts of acceptance and resilience are crucial for navigating the inevitable challenges and changes of life. These principles help individuals not only to endure life's difficulties, but to grow from them, embodying the truths of impermanence and interconnectedness in practical, life-affirming ways. Understanding acceptance and resilience. Acceptance in Buddhism is not about passive resignation, but about recognizing and embracing the reality of the present moment without resistance. It is an acknowledgement of life's impermanence and the inevitability of change. This acceptance allows individuals to engage with life's challenges more effectively, reducing unnecessary suffering that arises from denial and resistance. Resilience refers to the ability to recover from difficulties, to bounce back stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. It is built on a foundation of acceptance, but also involves active engagement with life's realities. Resilient individuals do not avoid suffering. Instead, they learn how to transform suffering into growth and deeper understanding. The role of acceptance in Buddhist practice. 1. Reducing suffering. Much of human suffering is caused by clinging to things, relationships, or conditions, wishing them to be permanent when they are not. Acceptance helps to let go of these attachments, aligning our expectations with the true nature of existence. 2. Enhancing peace of mind. Accepting the impermanent nature of life allows for greater peace of mind. When individuals accept that change is a constant, they can remain calm and composed in the face of life's fluctuations. 3. Encouraging realistic optimism. Acceptance involves a clear-eyed acknowledgement of the present while maintaining hope for the future. It allows individuals to deal with the world as it is, not as they wish it to be, fostering a realistic form of optimism. Building resilience through Buddhist practices. 1. Meditation and mindfulness. Regular meditation and mindfulness practice strengthen mental and emotional resilience. These practices cultivate a steady and calm mind, enabling individuals to observe their reactions to life situations without becoming overwhelmed by them. 2. Reflection on impermanence. Regular contemplation of life's impermanent nature is a traditional Buddhist practice that builds resilience. By frequently reminding oneself that nothing is permanent, one becomes less attached to the current state of affairs and more adaptable to change. 3. Developing compassion. Compassion, particularly self-compassion, is crucial for resilience. Understanding and forgiving oneself and others when mistakes happen or when facing hardships can alleviate stress and foster recovery. Practical applications of acceptance and resilience. In personal life, dealing with loss. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a career setback, acceptance allows individuals to process their grief more fully and move forward. It teaches that while grief is natural, it can also be a path to profound personal transformation. Handling everyday stresses. Daily stresses can accumulate, leading to burnout. Practicing acceptance helps to manage these stresses by prioritizing problems and addressing them without panic or procrastination. In professional settings, adapting to change. The modern workplace is often volatile and unpredictable. Resilience is key to thriving in such environments, enabling individuals to adapt to changes, learn from experiences, and continue to perform effectively. Leadership development. Leaders who embody acceptance and resilience can better support their teams through challenges. They lead by example, showing how to navigate uncertainty with grace and determination. In community relationships, building stronger bonds. Acceptance fosters tolerance and understanding within communities. Recognizing and accepting the diverse perspectives and experiences of others can strengthen communal bonds and promote a more inclusive environment. Support systems. Communities that cultivate resilience can provide stronger support networks. These networks are essential in times of collective hardship, such as natural disasters or economic crises. Conclusion: the transformative power of acceptance and resilience. The Buddhist approaches to acceptance and resilience offer profound insights into dealing with life's impermanence and interconnectedness. These principles do not merely help individuals survive life's challenges. They enable them to thrive, transforming obstacles into opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. By practicing acceptance, individuals learn to live in harmony with the nature of reality, reducing their suffering and enhancing their peace of mind. Through resilience, they learn not only to bounce back from adversity, but to leap forward, using their experiences as stepping stones towards greater wisdom and compassion. These practices are transformative, both at the individual and community levels. They empower people to face life with a balanced perspective, embracing both joys and challenges with equal poise. In doing so, they contribute to a more mindful, compassionate, and resilient society. In essence, the Buddhist teachings on acceptance and resilience provide not just a way to cope with life, but a way to enrich it. They teach us that every moment, no matter how difficult, carries within it the seeds of future growth and happiness. By embracing these teachings, we can navigate the complexities of life with grace and courage, finding deeper meaning and satisfaction in our journey. Finding peace and purpose in the midst of hardship, embracing Buddhist teachings. In the landscape of Buddhist teachings, finding peace and understanding the purpose behind life's challenges are not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools for personal transformation. Buddhism teaches us that every aspect of our lives, including the difficulties, can serve as profound opportunities for growth and enlightenment. This perspective helps practitioners not only to endure hardship, but also to derive meaning and strength from it. Understanding the role of hardship in Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhism, hardship is seen as an inevitable part of the human experience. The First Noble Truth acknowledges that suffering exists, but it's the response to suffering that can lead to profound personal and spiritual development. Challenges are viewed as catalysts for growth, pushing individuals to explore deeper truths about themselves and the universe. 1. The nature of suffering. Buddhist teachings emphasize that suffering arises from attachment, ignorance, and aversion. By understanding these roots, individuals can learn to approach life's challenges with a different perspective, seeing them as opportunities to practice detachment and develop deeper wisdom. 2. Karma and life lessons. Hardships are often seen in the context of karma, the law of moral causation. However, rather than viewing this as a punitive system, it's understood as a mechanism for learning and evolution. Every difficulty is a lesson in disguise, meant to refine our character and guide us on our spiritual journey. Practical steps for embracing hardship with Buddhist wisdom: meditation and mindfulness, deepening awareness. Regular meditation helps cultivate a calm and focused mind, capable of observing life's difficulties without becoming overwhelmed by them. This practice enhances mindfulness, which is critical for recognizing the transient nature of our experiences and emotions. Cultivating equanimity. Meditation practices such as loving kindness, metta, and compassion, karuna, foster a balanced emotional state, equanimity, which is essential for facing hardships with grace and composure. Philosophical reflections, contemplation of impermanence, anicca. Reflecting on the impermanent nature of all things can transform our understanding of suffering. Recognizing that this too shall pass helps alleviate the intensity of hardship, framing it as a temporary, albeit significant, part of our journey. Understanding interconnectedness. By contemplating the interconnected nature of all life, individuals can see their struggles as part of a larger tapestry. This perspective can reduce feelings of isolation during tough times and foster a sense of belonging and purpose. Active application of teachings, applying patience and tolerance. Patience is not merely about enduring, it's an active engagement with life that allows individuals to take a step back and view their situations more objectively. Tolerance helps in accepting the imperfections of life and finding peace amidst chaos. Practicing compassion and altruism. Engaging in acts of kindness and compassion, especially during difficult times, can shift focus from one's own suffering to the well-being of others, thereby reducing personal distress and enhancing emotional resilience. Harnessing hardship for personal growth and community strength. In personal development, building resilience. Each challenge faced and overcome strengthens emotional and spiritual resilience, teaching us how to bounce back from adversity with increased strength and wisdom. Enhancing self-knowledge. Hardships often force individuals to confront their deepest fears and vulnerabilities, leading to greater self-awareness and ultimately self-mastery. In relationships and community, strengthening bonds. Sharing our struggles and supporting others in their times of need can strengthen relationships and build a supportive community network. Fostering empathy. Experiencing hardship can deepen our empathy for others, enhancing our ability to connect with and understand the suffering of those around us. Conclusion: the transformative power of Buddhist approaches to hardship. The Buddhist approach to facing hardship is transformative, offering not just a way to cope, but a method to thrive and find deeper meaning in life's challenges. By embracing the impermanent and interconnected nature of existence, practitioners can view their struggles through a lens of growth and opportunity. This perspective is not about dismissing the pain or difficulty of challenging situations, but about integrating these experiences into the broader narrative of one's life. It encourages individuals to see each hardship as a step towards greater enlightenment and personal fulfillment, with each obstacle serving as a teacher on the path to spiritual awakening. By adopting these practices and perspectives, we not only improve our own lives but also contribute to the well-being of our communities and the world at large. We learn that through acceptance, mindful engagement, and compassionate action, even the most difficult moments can be transformed into sources of strength and wisdom. Thus, in the Buddhist view, life's hardships are not merely obstacles to be endured, but precious opportunities to deepen our understanding, expand our compassion, and contribute meaningfully to our own and others' journey towards enlightenment. In this way, Buddhism offers a profound and hopeful approach to the challenges of life, providing tools and teachings that can lead to a more peaceful, purposeful existence. Letting go or being dragged, the wisdom of surrender in Buddhist practice. In the intricate web of life, one of the most profound teachings of Buddhism is the wisdom of surrender, often encapsulated in the Zen proverb, "Let go or be dragged." This philosophy highlights a fundamental truth about human suffering and the pathway to peace. It teaches that much of our suffering is self-inflicted, stemming from our resistance to the natural flow of life. By embracing surrender, we can alleviate personal suffering and cultivate a deeper sense of peace and freedom. Understanding the concept of surrender in Buddhism. Surrender in Buddhism does not mean giving up or admitting defeat. Instead, it refers to a willing release of attachment to outcomes, desires, and the compulsion to control every aspect of our lives. This approach is rooted in the recognition of impermanence and the limitations of our personal power. 1. The nature of attachment. Buddhist teachings assert that attachment is the root of all suffering. This includes attachment to material things, relationships, identities, and even ideas. Surrender involves loosening these attachments and opening up to the possibility that there is a different way to experience life. 2. Embracing impermanence. At the heart of surrender is the acceptance of life's impermanence. Everything is subject to change, and resistance only leads to suffering. By embracing the transient nature of all things, we can respond to life's changes with grace and flexibility. 3. Trusting the process. Surrender also involves trusting in the larger flow of life. It is about believing that life will unfold in its own way, regardless of our efforts to control it. This trust can be cultivated through mindfulness and meditation, practices that ground us in the present moment and teach us to engage with life as it is. Practical steps for cultivating surrender. Meditation practices. Mindfulness. Meditation. This practice involves observing thoughts and feelings without attachment. Regular mindfulness meditation helps develop a non-reactive mind state, conducive to surrender. Letting go. Meditation. Specific meditations focus on the process of letting go of specific attachments or desires. These practices often involve visualizations of releasing burdens or imagining desires dissolving into emptiness. Daily life applications. Acceptance of what is. Begin by accepting things as they come without judgment or resistance. This might mean accepting a traffic jam, a rainy day, or an unexpected change in plans with equanimity. Practicing non-attachment. Engage in activities without being attached to outcomes. For example, create art for the process rather than the product, or engage in conversations without needing to prove a point. Emotional resilience. Cultivating equanimity. Develop an even-mindedness in the face of life's ups and downs. Equanimity doesn't mean not caring. Rather, it's about maintaining calmness and balance regardless of circumstances. Dealing with loss and change. Use life's inevitable losses and changes as opportunities to practice surrender. This could be as simple as letting go of old clothes that no longer fit, or as profound as navigating the loss of a relationship. The benefits of surrender. Reduced stress and anxiety. Letting go of the need to control can significantly reduce stress and anxiety levels. When we stop fighting reality, we allow ourselves to engage with life in a more relaxed and open way. Increased happiness and contentment. Surrender opens up space for joy and contentment. Without the constant pressure to make things happen a certain way, we can find satisfaction in the way things naturally unfold. Deeper spiritual insights. Surrender is a gateway to deeper spiritual experiences. It allows us to transcend the ego and connect with a more expansive sense of self and the universe. Harnessing the power of surrender in community and relationships. Building stronger relationships. Surrender within relationships means letting go of the desire to change or control others. This fosters healthier, more respectful, and more loving interactions. Enhancing community well-being. A community that embraces the concept of surrender can handle collective challenges more fluidly, whether it's responding to a natural disaster or navigating economic shifts. A community that practices surrender can adapt more effectively. Conclusion: the pathway to peace through surrender. The wisdom of surrender in Buddhism offers a powerful antidote to the complexities and challenges of modern life. By learning to let go, we not only alleviate our own suffering, but also contribute to a more harmonious world. Surrender teaches us to embrace the unknown with openness, to accept the impermanent nature of life, and to trust in the larger patterns at play. This practice does not make life's challenges disappear, but it changes how we relate to them. It shifts our focus from a reactive stance, where we are buffeted by every wind of change, to a proactive one, where we navigate life's waters with intention and grace. Through surrender, we learn that peace is not the absence of challenge, but the ability to move through life with an open heart and a calm spirit. Ultimately, the practice of surrender is not just about personal peace. It's about cultivating a way of being that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. It invites us to let go of our clinging to the shore and to trust the currents of life, knowing that every wave and turn is part of our journey towards greater wisdom and deeper joy. Embracing life's journey. Buddhist wisdom for personal growth and enlightenment. In Buddhism, the entire course of one's life is viewed not just as a series of random events, but as a profound journey toward enlightenment and self-discovery. Each experience, whether perceived as good or bad, is seen as an opportunity to learn and grow. This perspective offers a rich framework for understanding our lives and transforming our approach to life's challenges and opportunities. Understanding life as a journey in Buddhism. Buddhism teaches that life is a continuous process of learning and transformation. Each moment presents an opportunity to deepen our understanding of the Dharma, the teachings, and to practice the Eightfold Path, which guides us in right understanding, right intent, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. 1. The goal of enlightenment. The ultimate goal of this journey is enlightenment, a state of profound insight and peace achieved by fully understanding the nature of reality, characterized by the cessation of suffering and the realization of nirvana. 2. The importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a key tool in this journey. It involves maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment. Mindfulness helps us become fully present in our lives, enhancing our capacity to respond to life situations with wisdom rather than reacting out of ignorance. Practical steps for embracing the journey. Meditation and daily practices. Daily meditation. Establishing a daily meditation practice is fundamental in Buddhism for cultivating focus, clarity, and tranquility of mind. Meditation also strengthens our ability to remain present and engaged, even during difficult times. Mindful living. Integrating mindfulness into daily activities enhances our awareness and appreciation of life. This could be as simple as paying full attention while eating, walking, or listening to others, allowing us to fully experience the present moment. Studying Buddhist teachings. Regular study, engaging with Buddhist scriptures, teachings, and modern interpretations can provide deeper insights into the nature of life and our experiences. Study groups or regular discussions with a teacher can enrich this learning process. Retreats and workshops. Participating in retreats or workshops provides focused time for deeper practice and learning, helping to reset and deepen one's understanding and commitment to the path. Applying the teachings in real life, ethical living, following the 5 precepts, refraining from taking life, from taking what is not given, from sexual misconduct, from false speech, and from intoxicating substances, helps cultivate a life of integrity and compassion. Compassionate actions, engaging in acts of kindness and service, not only benefits others, but also enriches our own spiritual journey, teaching us about the interconnectedness of all beings. The role of challenges in the journey. Learning from difficulties, facing suffering. In Buddhism, suffering is acknowledged as a fundamental part of human existence. Learning to face and understand our suffering can lead to profound personal and spiritual growth. Transformative potential of challenges. Each difficulty we encounter is viewed as a teaching tool. By understanding the nature of our difficulties, we can transform our approach to them and use them as stepping stones on the path to enlightenment. Building resilience. Cultivating patience and persistence. Resilience in the Buddhist context is about developing the ability to endure life's challenges without losing peace of mind. Patience and persistence are vital qualities that help us stay committed to our spiritual practices, even in the face of adversity. Acceptance and letting go. Learning to accept what we cannot change and letting go of attachment to specific outcomes are key for maintaining mental and emotional balance. The impact of community in the journey. Support from the Sangha. Community support. The Sangha, or community of practitioners, plays a crucial role in the Buddhist journey. Fellow practitioners provide support, wisdom, and compassion, helping each other stay on the path. Learning from others. Interacting with others who are also on the path provides opportunities to learn from their experiences and insights, which can be invaluable in overcoming one's own obstacles. Conclusion. Embracing each step with mindfulness and purpose. Embracing life's journey in the context of Buddhist teachings offers a unique and enriching perspective on personal development. It teaches us to view each experience, whether joyous or challenging, as a meaningful part of our spiritual evolution. By approaching life with mindfulness, ethical integrity, and compassion, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also contribute positively to the lives of those around us. This journey is not linear, but a continuous cycle of learning, practicing, experiencing, and growing. It is filled with moments of both clarity and confusion, each providing valuable lessons that contribute to our understanding and progress toward enlightenment. With each step, we are invited to deepen our comprehension of the teachings, strengthen our practice, and grow closer to realizing true peace and freedom. Thus, the Buddhist path offers not just a way to navigate life, but a transformative journey that can lead to profound changes in how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It is a journey of continuous growth, guided by wisdom, compassion, and the deep desire to find peace and purpose in all that we encounter. Cultivating patience and trust. Embracing the flow of life with Buddhist wisdom. In Buddhist teachings, patience and trust are not merely virtues to be admired, but essential practices for leading a peaceful and fulfilling life. They are fundamental qualities that allow us to navigate life's uncertainties and challenges with grace, contributing to our spiritual growth and deepening our understanding of the true nature of reality. Understanding patience and trust in Buddhism. Patience, kshanti, is one of the paramitas or perfections that a bodhisattva must cultivate on the path to enlightenment. It is the ability to endure difficulties without frustration or anger, and to accept the truth of each moment without resistance. Trust, particularly in the context of Buddhism, involves faith in the Dharma, the teachings, confidence in our own Buddha nature, the potential for enlightenment inherent in all beings, and reliance on the natural law of cause and effect, or karma. Together, patience and trust form a powerful duo that helps practitioners maintain equilibrium and compassion in the face of life's ups and downs. Practical steps for cultivating patience. Meditation on patience. Mindfulness. Meditation. Engaging in regular mindfulness. Meditation helps cultivate a patient mind by allowing practitioners to observe their impulses and reactions without acting on them immediately. This observation period creates a space between stimulus and response, enhancing patience. Patience. Specific meditations. Certain meditative practices focus directly on developing patience, such as meditating on the impermanence of emotions or contemplating scenarios that typically trigger impatience. Daily practices. Handling small annoyances. Use daily irritations as opportunities to practice patience. Whether it's being stuck in traffic, waiting in a long line, or dealing with a difficult person, each situation offers a chance to cultivate patience. Reflective journaling. Keeping a journal to reflect on daily experiences can be a useful tool for developing patience. Writing about situations that tested your patience and how you responded can provide insights and areas for improvement. Building trust through Buddhist practice. Trust in the Dharma. Study and reflection. Regular study of Buddhist scriptures and teachings strengthens trust in the Dharma. Reflecting on how these teachings apply to your life can deepen your understanding and faith. Teachings from experienced practitioners. Learning from monks, nuns, and seasoned lay practitioners who have embodied the teachings can inspire trust and provide practical examples of the Dharma in action. Trust in oneself. Meditation on potential. Meditating on one's innate Buddha nature can help foster a deeper trust in oneself and one's capacity to overcome difficulties and achieve enlightenment. Celebrating small victories. Acknowledge and celebrate moments when you successfully apply Buddhist teachings. This recognition builds self-trust and motivates continued practice. Trust in karma. Contemplation of cause and effect. Regular contemplation of the law of karma, that every action has a corresponding reaction, cultivates a trust in the justice and balance of the universe. Ethical living. Living in alignment with Buddhist ethical precepts reinforces the belief in karma, as practitioners can see the effects of their actions in their own lives and in the world around them. The role of patience and trust in navigating life's challenges. Facing personal challenges. Enduring hardship with grace. Patience allows individuals to endure personal hardships without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. It promotes a calm and steady approach to problem solving. Overcoming doubt and fear. Trust in the Dharma and one's own potential helps overcome doubts and fears, providing the courage to face challenges and the wisdom to see them as opportunities for growth. In relationships, fostering healthy relationships. Patience prevents conflicts from escalating and allows space for understanding and compassion to grow. Trust in others fosters deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. Healing and forgiveness. Trust and patience are crucial for healing old wounds and forgiving past grievances, whether with others or oneself. Conclusion: the transformative power of patience and trust. The cultivation of patience and trust, according to Buddhist teachings, offers a profound way to enhance one's life and relationships. These qualities help us to navigate the ebb and flow of existence with a calm and open heart. They enable us to withstand the storms of life without losing our center and to engage with the world from a place of deep peace and confidence. Moreover, patience and trust are not passive. They are active engagements with life that require continuous effort and application. They demand that we stay present and responsive to our circumstances, while also maintaining a broader perspective on the temporary nature of all things. Embracing these qualities can transform the way we experience life, turning every challenge into a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and every interaction into an opportunity for deeper connection. Through patience and trust, we learn to flow with life rather than against it, finding peace in the present and faith in the future. Ultimately, these practices lead us toward a more enlightened way of living, in which we are not only at peace with the world, but also actively contributing to its betterment. They teach us to embrace each moment with grace, knowing that our journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about growing wiser, kinder, and more compassionate with every step. Finding inner peace and understanding through the wisdom of impermanence. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of impermanence, anicca, is central to understanding the nature of existence. Everything in the universe, from the smallest particle to the largest stars, from our feelings and thoughts to our physical bodies, is subject to change and decay. This realization can be unsettling, but it is also a powerful tool for achieving inner peace and a deeper understanding of life. By embracing impermanence, we can let go of attachment and fear and cultivate a more joyful and compassionate existence. Understanding impermanence in Buddhism. 1. The nature of change. Impermanence means that nothing is static or permanent. Everything is in a constant state of flux, and change is the only constant. This applies to our personal lives, our relationships, and the world around us. 2. The link to suffering. The Buddha taught that much of human suffering is caused by clinging to things, people, or conditions, expecting them to last when they will inevitably change. By understanding and accepting impermanence, we can reduce our suffering and find greater peace. Practical steps for embracing impermanence. Meditation on impermanence. Mindfulness. Meditation. Engaging in regular mindfulness meditation helps practitioners observe the changing nature of their thoughts and feelings and the transient world around them. Contemplative practices. Specific meditations focus on the impermanence of the body, the breath, and external objects, reinforcing the truth of constant change. Daily life applications. Acceptance of life's changes. Whether it's dealing with the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, or simple changes in daily plans, practicing acceptance can help reduce resistance and emotional turmoil. Letting go of attachments. Regularly practice letting go of attachments to material things by decluttering, giving things away, or changing routines. This practice can be extended to relationships and ideas, fostering a healthier detachment. The role of impermanence in personal growth. Learning from life's cycles. Growth through loss. Every loss is an opportunity to learn about the nature of existence and our own capacity for resilience. Reflecting on what each loss teaches us can help integrate these lessons into our lives. Renewal and opportunity. Just as nature cycles through seasons, our lives also go through phases of growth, decay, and regeneration. Recognizing this pattern can inspire optimism and creativity in how we approach new challenges. Building emotional resilience, cultivating flexibility. Understanding that nothing remains the same helps develop flexibility in our thoughts and actions. This adaptability is key to thriving in a changing world. Strengthening acceptance. Acceptance is a powerful response to the unavoidable changes of life. It allows us to experience peace even amidst turmoil, knowing that change is a natural and manageable part of life. Finding peace in transience. Mindful living, appreciating the moment. By recognizing that each moment is fleeting, we can learn to appreciate life more fully. This heightened appreciation can lead to a more engaged and vibrant experience of the world. Practicing gratitude. Daily gratitude practices can shift focus from what is lost or changing to what is present and valuable, enhancing life satisfaction and emotional well-being. Navigating relationships with impermanence, deepening connections. Knowing that our time with loved ones is not guaranteed can inspire us to be more present, loving, and forgiving in our relationships. Healthy detachment. While this may sound counterintuitive, understanding that all relationships eventually change or end can help us enjoy them without excessive clinging, which often leads to suffering. The impact of impermanence on community and society. Fostering community resilience. Shared understanding of change. Communities that embrace the concept of impermanence can better withstand and adapt to social, economic, or environmental changes. Support systems. Building strong support systems that acknowledge the transient nature of life can provide safety nets for individuals during times of change, reinforcing community bonds. Promoting sustainable practices. Environmental awareness. Recognizing the impermanence of natural resources can lead to more sustainable living practices and policies, ensuring that we protect and conserve the environment for future generations. Ethical consumption. By understanding that our desire for material goods must be balanced with the impermanence and limits of these resources, individuals and communities can adopt more ethical consumption habits. Conclusion: embracing impermanence for a fulfilling life. The Buddhist teaching of impermanence is a profound reminder that our experiences, possessions, and even relationships are transient. Rather than inducing despair, this understanding can liberate us from unnecessary attachments and fears, allowing us to live more fully and freely. It encourages us to appreciate every moment, to love without holding back, and to approach life with open hands and an open heart. Embracing impermanence does not mean we give up on goals or relationships. Instead, it means engaging with them more deeply, with a clear understanding of their temporary nature. This awareness brings a sense of peace and presence that enhances every aspect of life, from personal development to how we interact with others and the world around us. Ultimately, impermanence teaches us to live in harmony with the natural flow of life, embracing change as an opportunity for growth and renewal. By cultivating a deep acceptance of impermanence, we can find true inner peace and a lasting sense of fulfillment, knowing that in every ending there is a new beginning. Cultivating compassion. The heart of Buddhist practice and its impact on personal and social well-being. Compassion is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy and practice. It is not only seen as an ethical imperative, but also as a profound method for transforming personal suffering into a deeper connection with others. By developing compassion, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also enhance our own spiritual and emotional well-being, fostering a more empathetic and interconnected society. Understanding compassion in Buddhism. 1. Defining compassion. In Buddhism, compassion, karuna, is the wish for all sentient beings to be free from suffering. It goes beyond mere sympathy to actively wishing to alleviate others' distress. 2. The interconnection of all beings. Compassion is rooted in the understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. The realization that we are not isolated entities, but part of a vast, interdependent network deepens our ability to empathize with others' experiences. Practical steps for cultivating compassion. Meditation. Practices: loving kindness meditation, metta bhavana. This practice involves silently repeating phrases that cultivate loving kindness towards oneself and others, gradually extending this goodwill to all beings without exception. Compassion meditation focuses on visualizing the suffering of others and mentally sending them relief and happiness. This practice can be particularly transformative, fostering a profound emotional and spiritual response. Daily life applications. Active listening. Being fully present when interacting with others is a form of compassion. It involves listening with full attention and empathy, acknowledging others' feelings without judgment. Acts of kindness. Regular, small acts of kindness, such as helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply offering a kind word to a stranger, can cultivate a habit of compassion. The role of compassion in personal growth, enhancing emotional resilience, empathy, and emotional regulation. Practicing compassion can enhance emotional intelligence, including empathy and emotional regulation. Understanding and sharing the feelings of others can help manage one's own emotions more effectively, reducing negative emotions. Engaging in compassionate actions can decrease levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. The focus on others' well-being can shift attention away from one's own troubles and lead to increased feelings of contentment and joy. Building meaningful relationships. Strengthening connections. Compassion leads to stronger, more meaningful relationships. By showing genuine concern for others' well-being, relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and care. Improving communication. Compassion improves communication by encouraging openness and honesty. Understanding and caring about others' feelings can help navigate conflicts more effectively. Compassion's impact on community and society. Fostering social cohesion, promoting altruism. Compassion encourages altruistic behavior, which can strengthen community ties and social networks. Communities with strong bonds are more resilient in the face of adversity. Enhancing public welfare. Compassionate policies and practices in areas like healthcare, education, and social services can lead to more inclusive and supportive communities. Global and environmental impact. Ethical consumerism. Compassion extends to non-human life and the environment. It can inspire more ethical consumption habits, supporting sustainable and fair trade products. Advocacy and activism. Compassionate individuals are often driven to advocate for social justice, human rights, and environmental protection, contributing to a more just and equitable world. Challenges in practicing compassion, dealing with compassion. Fatigue, setting boundaries. While practicing compassion, it's also important to set healthy boundaries to prevent burnout. Knowing when to step back and take care of oneself is crucial. Self-compassion. Practicing self-compassion is essential. It involves treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that one would offer to others. Overcoming barriers to compassion, recognizing and addressing prejudices. Everyone has biases. Recognizing and actively working against them is important for cultivating genuine compassion. Empathy training. For those who find it difficult to empathize, structured empathy training can be helpful. This can include role-playing, empathy exercises, or other therapeutic techniques designed to enhance emotional attunement. Conclusion: the transformative power of compassion. Cultivating compassion is a transformative practice that changes not only how we interact with others, but also how we see ourselves and the world. In Buddhism, it is both a path to personal enlightenment and a method for healing the world. By developing a compassionate heart, we contribute to a cycle of positive energy that enhances our own lives and ripples out to influence the broader community and beyond. The practice of compassion is an ongoing journey that requires dedication and mindfulness. It challenges us to grow in ways that expand our understanding, deepen our connections, and enrich our experiences. Through compassion, we find that the barriers between ourselves and others are not as solid as they seem, and that our own well-being is inextricably linked to the happiness of others. In embracing compassion, we embrace a powerful tool for personal and social transformation, leading to a more empathetic, peaceful, and interconnected world. The benefits of such a practice are profound and far-reaching, impacting every level of human interaction, from the personal to the global. With each act of compassion, we move one step closer to a world where suffering is not just an individual concern, but a collective responsibility that we all work to alleviate. Embracing the wisdom of interconnectedness, a Buddhist approach to harmonious living. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of interconnectedness is fundamental, emphasizing that all forms of life and phenomena are interdependent. This understanding promotes a worldview that encourages harmony, empathy, and responsible actions, both on personal and societal levels. By recognizing our interconnected nature, we can foster a more compassionate and sustainable world. Understanding interconnectedness in Buddhism, one definition and importance. Interconnectedness in Buddhism, often expressed through the concept of Indra's net, illustrates a universe where everything is connected. Each entity is a reflection in each of the other entity's jewels, showing that individual actions have ripple effects throughout the entire network. 2. Practical implications. This principle teaches that our choices and actions have far-reaching consequences. By understanding our role within this vast network, we are more likely to act in ways that are beneficial to all beings, not just ourselves. Practical steps for embracing interconnectedness. Meditation practices. Interdependence. Meditation. This involves contemplating the connections between oneself and other beings, recognizing how our lives are supported by countless other entities, from the food we eat to the services we depend on. Nature meditations. Spending time in nature, observing ecosystems, and meditating on the symbiotic relationships within them can enhance our understanding of interconnectedness. Daily life applications. Mindful consumption. Making conscious choices about what we buy and consume can reinforce our awareness of interconnectedness. This includes considering the environmental and social impacts of our purchases. Community engagement. Actively participating in community activities can physically manifest the concept of interconnectedness. This might involve volunteering, community gardening, or supporting local initiatives. The role of interconnectedness in personal growth. Enhancing self-awareness, reflecting on impact. Regular reflection on how personal actions impact others can cultivate a deeper sense of responsibility and empathy, contributing to more thoughtful and considerate behaviors. Expanding perspective, recognizing our interconnected nature, helps us to see beyond our immediate concerns, considering wider implications and fostering a more holistic worldview. Developing compassion, empathy for others, understanding that others' suffering and happiness are connected to our own can deepen our empathy and motivate actions that contribute positively to their well-being. Global awareness. Acknowledging our part in global systems encourages us to consider how we can contribute to global solutions, such as efforts to combat climate change or support global human rights. Interconnectedness in relationships and community building. Stronger relationships. Appreciating others' roles, recognizing how others contribute to our well-being, can enhance gratitude and respect in relationships, strengthening bonds and cooperation. Conflict resolution. With a mindset of interconnectedness, conflicts can be approached with a focus on mutual benefits and understanding rather than competition or domination. Strengthening community bonds, collaborative initiatives, projects that require community cooperation, such as local sustainability efforts or social welfare programs, can be more effectively implemented with a recognition of interconnectedness. Support networks. A strong sense of interconnectedness fosters robust support networks that are crucial in times of individual or collective crisis, providing a resilient foundation for community welfare. Challenges in practicing interconnectedness. Navigating complexity, complex decision-making. Recognizing interconnected effects can make decisions more complex, as it involves considering multiple factors and potential consequences. Overwhelm and responsibility. The awareness of vast interconnected systems can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially when considering global issues like poverty or climate change. Overcoming barriers, education and awareness. Increasing knowledge about how interconnected systems work can help individuals and communities make informed decisions. Mindfulness and reflection. Regular mindfulness practice and reflective exercises can help maintain a balanced perspective, enabling individuals to engage with interconnectedness without becoming overwhelmed. Conclusion: the transformative power of interconnectedness. Embracing the Buddhist concept of interconnectedness can transform the way we live, interact, and view the world. It compels us to act with greater care and responsibility, knowing that our actions reverberate throughout the web of life. This wisdom fosters a deeper appreciation for the complex relationships that sustain us, from the ecological to the social. This approach not only enhances personal growth and ethical living, but also promotes a more harmonious society. By living with an awareness of interconnectedness, we contribute to a culture of empathy and cooperation where collective well-being is prioritized. It encourages us to think globally and act locally, recognizing that each small action contributes to a larger change. Ultimately, the practice of interconnectedness in Buddhism offers a profound way to live more mindfully and compassionately. It teaches us that by caring for others, we care for ourselves, and by healing the planet, we heal our own lives. As we become more attuned to the intricate connections that define our existence, we find that our individual peace and happiness are inextricably linked to the peace and happiness of all beings. Living with mindfulness. Integrating Buddhist practices for a purposeful life. In the rich tapestry of Buddhist teachings, mindfulness stands out as a transformative practice that encourages a heightened awareness of the present moment. Rooted deeply in Buddhist traditions, mindfulness helps us cultivate a state of awareness where thoughts, feelings, and actions can be observed without judgment. This practice not only enhances personal well-being, but also enriches interactions with others, offering a more compassionate, attentive, and fulfilling way of living. Understanding mindfulness in Buddhism. One definition and scope. Mindfulness, or sati in Pali, involves being fully aware of what is happening within and around us at the present moment. In Buddhism, it is considered one of the paths to achieving enlightenment, helping practitioners understand the true nature of reality. 2. Connection to Buddhist teachings. Mindfulness is a fundamental part of the Noble Eightfold Path, particularly in the practices of right mindfulness and right concentration. It supports other aspects of Buddhist practice, such as ethical living and meditation, enhancing one's capacity to live in harmony with Buddhist precepts. Practical steps for cultivating mindfulness meditation practices. Mindfulness meditation. This involves sitting in silence and paying attention to thoughts, sounds, the sensations of breathing or parts of the body. It trains the mind to stay focused on the present, improving both concentration and calmness. Walking meditation. Practicing mindfulness during walking encourages awareness of the body's movements and the environment, connecting the mind and body in harmonious action. Daily life applications. Mindful eating. This practice involves eating slowly and with full attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations of the food, as well as to the body's hunger and satiety cues, fostering a deeper appreciation and a healthier relationship with food. Mindful communication. Engaging fully in conversations by listening actively and speaking thoughtfully enhances relationships and promotes more meaningful connections. The role of mindfulness in personal growth. Enhancing self-awareness. Recognizing emotional patterns. Mindfulness allows individuals to observe their emotional responses without judgment, gaining insight into their habitual patterns of thinking and reacting. Developing self-control. By becoming aware of impulses as they arise, individuals can choose how they respond rather than reacting automatically. This self-control is crucial for personal development and ethical conduct, improving mental health, reducing stress and anxiety. Regular mindfulness practice has been shown to reduce symptoms of stress and anxiety by helping people manage their reactions to stressful situations more effectively. Enhancing well-being. Mindfulness contributes to overall well-being by fostering a greater appreciation for life's moments, which can lead to increased happiness and contentment. Mindfulness in relationships and community. Fostering empathy and compassion. Understanding others. Mindfulness enhances empathy by helping individuals be more present and attentive in their interactions with others, fostering deeper understanding and connections. Compassionate response. By being mindful of others' emotions and situations, individuals can respond more compassionately, addressing others' needs more effectively. Enhancing group dynamics. Improving teamwork. In community and work settings, mindfulness can improve focus and decrease conflict, enhancing teamwork and productivity. Building resilience. Mindful communities are better able to handle social and environmental stresses, responding with greater adaptability and support for one another. Challenges in practicing mindfulness. Consistency and discipline. Maintaining regular practice. One of the main challenges of mindfulness is integrating it consistently into daily life. It requires discipline and dedication to practice regularly. Overcoming distractions. In a world filled with distractions, maintaining a state of mindfulness can be challenging. It often requires intentional changes in habits and environments. Dealing with emotional discomfort. Facing unpleasant thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness can sometimes lead to increased awareness of unpleasant thoughts and emotions. Learning to observe these without attachment is crucial, but can be difficult. Balancing awareness and overwhelm. Finding the balance between being fully present and not becoming overwhelmed by what we notice is a subtle but essential skill in mindfulness practice. Conclusion: the transformative power of mindfulness. Embracing mindfulness as outlined in Buddhist teachings offers profound benefits. It transforms the way we experience our lives, enhancing our presence, clarity, and peace. By living mindfully, we engage with the world more consciously, which enriches our personal lives and our interactions with others. Moreover, mindfulness fosters a deeper appreciation for the present moment, reducing our propensity to dwell on the past or worry about the future. It helps us cultivate a state of being that is responsive and open, enhancing our capacity for compassion, empathy, and understanding. Ultimately, integrating mindfulness into daily life is not just about individual well-being. It's about contributing to a more thoughtful, compassionate, and attentive world. As more individuals practice mindfulness, the potential for societal transformation increases, leading to communities that prioritize thoughtful engagement, peace, and genuine connection. In embracing mindfulness, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to a larger movement toward a more mindful and compassionate society. This practice invites us to witness the beauty of the present, to connect deeply with others, and to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Overcoming obstacles with Buddhist principles, a guide to spiritual resilience. In the path of personal growth and spiritual development, obstacles are not merely setbacks, but opportunities for profound learning and transformation. Buddhism offers a rich framework for understanding and overcoming obstacles by highlighting their role in the cultivation of virtues such as patience, perseverance, and wisdom. By applying Buddhist principles, we can transform our approach to challenges, turning obstacles into stepping stones towards greater enlightenment and personal fulfillment. Understanding obstacles in Buddhism 1. Nature of obstacles. In Buddhism, obstacles are seen as inevitable parts of the human experience. They arise from various sources, including our own karmic actions, emotional afflictions, kleshas, and the fundamental ignorance of the true nature of reality. 2. Types of obstacles. Obstacles can be external, such as societal pressures or physical limitations, or internal, such as negative emotions, doubts, or mental distractions. Both types challenge our spiritual practice, but also offer unique opportunities for growth. Practical steps for overcoming obstacles with Buddhist principles. Meditation and mindfulness practices. Mindfulness, meditation. This practice helps individuals observe their reactions to obstacles without judgment, providing insight into how they might be contributing to their own difficulties. Focused meditation. Techniques like visualization or mantra recitation can help maintain focus and motivation, particularly when facing persistent challenges. Daily life applications. Applying the middle way. This principle involves avoiding extremes and finding a balanced approach to life's challenges. For instance, rather than reacting impulsively or giving up in the face of difficulty, one might seek a moderate and thoughtful response. Cultivating equanimity. Developing a calm and balanced mind through daily practice helps one remain undisturbed by the highs and lows of life, enabling a more resilient response to obstacles. The role of obstacles in personal growth building. Spiritual strength. Testing and strengthening. Virtues, challenges, often test virtues like patience, compassion, and detachment. Each obstacle provides a practical context in which to practice and strengthen these qualities. Enhancing insight. Dealing with obstacles can lead to deeper insights into the nature of suffering and the impermanence of conditions, essential understandings on the path to enlightenment. Encouraging adaptability and creativity. Learning flexibility. By confronting and overcoming obstacles, individuals learn to adapt their strategies and approaches, enhancing their ability to navigate future challenges. Spurring creativity. Sometimes obstacles require innovative solutions, which can lead to unexpected and creative spiritual practices or life changes. Overcoming obstacles in relationships and community. Improving relationships, deepening understanding and compassion. Obstacles within relationships can deepen understanding and compassion as parties work through conflicts and misunderstandings. Fostering forgiveness. The practice of forgiveness is often tested in relationships, and obstacles provide opportunities to practice letting go of anger and resentment. Strengthening community bonds, uniting around common challenges. Communities often become stronger when they face and overcome challenges together. Shared struggles can lead to a deeper sense of connection and mutual support. Collective growth. As a community works together to overcome obstacles, it can evolve to become more cohesive and supportive, reflecting the collective growth of its members. Challenges in applying Buddhist principles to overcome obstacles. Maintaining consistency. Regular practice. The benefits of Buddhist practices, especially in overcoming obstacles, depend heavily on consistency. Maintaining regular meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices can be challenging but is essential for progress. Long-term commitment. Spiritual growth is a long-term endeavor. Persistent challenges may require sustained effort and commitment, which can be daunting without continual motivation. Dealing with deep-rooted afflictions, emotional and mental barriers. Some obstacles are deeply rooted in past trauma or long-standing mental patterns, requiring more intensive practices or even professional help to overcome. Cultural and societal influences. External pressures and cultural norms can complicate personal spiritual practices, making it difficult to apply Buddhist principles in certain environments. Conclusion: transforming obstacles into pathways of growth. The Buddhist approach to overcoming obstacles is not about removing difficulties from one's life, but transforming one's relationship with those difficulties. By viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth, individuals can engage with challenges more constructively and with greater peace of mind. Through the consistent application of Buddhist principles such as mindfulness, the middle way, and equanimity, individuals can cultivate a resilient spirit capable of facing any adversity. These principles do not just help navigate obstacles, they transform the very fabric of our experiences, turning each challenge into a lesson and every setback into a step forward on the path to enlightenment. Ultimately, embracing obstacles as integral parts of the spiritual journey enriches our lives, deepens our understanding, and strengthens our connections with others. It fosters a profound resilience that extends beyond individual experiences, influencing communities and societies in positive, enduring ways. By cultivating a mindset that sees obstacles as essential elements of spiritual practice, we not only overcome them, but also advance significantly on our path toward ultimate peace and understanding. Final thoughts: embracing the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. As we conclude this exploration of Buddhist teachings, it's clear that the principles laid out, ranging from mindfulness and compassion to understanding impermanence and interconnectedness, offer profound insights that are as applicable today as they were thousands of years ago. These teachings provide us with a roadmap for navigating the complexities of life with grace, wisdom, and tranquility. Buddhism does not merely offer a philosophical outlook, but presents practical tools that can transform our daily lives, enhance our relationships, and lead us toward a more compassionate and mindful existence. Whether it's through overcoming obstacles, cultivating patience, or embracing community, each aspect of Buddhist wisdom invites us to look deeper into our actions and their impacts on the world around us. The journey through Buddhist teachings encourages us to 1. Live mindfully. Each moment is an opportunity to engage fully with the world around us, fostering a deeper appreciation for life's fleeting beauty. 2. Act compassionately. By nurturing a compassionate heart, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also enrich our own lives, creating ripples of kindness that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. 3. Embrace change. Understanding impermanence helps us cope with life's inevitable changes and losses with greater ease and acceptance. 4. Connect deeply. Recognizing our interconnectedness helps us see that our well-being is intimately tied to the well-being of others, motivating actions that contribute to a healthier, more sustainable world. If these teachings have resonated with you, if you've found a moment of peace, a spark of insight, or a tool for better living within these discussions, I encourage you not to keep it to yourself. Like this series to support spreading this profound wisdom, share these teachings with others who might benefit from them, and subscribe to the channel for more insights and guidance on your path. Your engagement helps extend this knowledge far and wide, contributing to a world more deeply connected through understanding and compassion. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. As we continue to explore and share the profound wisdom of Buddhism, let each of us be a candle, illuminating the path for ourselves and for others. Remember, every step taken in mindfulness and compassion is a step toward a more peaceful and enlightened world. Thank you for joining this journey. May the insights you've gained here enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep sharing the light of wisdom.